Welcome to Q's Court, powered by OleMiss365.com.
Welcome to Q's Court. I'm your host, Marcus Dent. We have world famous Coach Q. Coach Q, been a minute now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Last week, I was under the weather, man. We had Mr. Flower stepped in and did a pretty good job. But I want to talk about this gauntlet you just went through in the regular season.
Sure.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, you get to this part of the year, I think everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah.
Everyone's beat up, everyone's tired, everyone's trying to figure out what's working, what's not working. Mm-hmm. And by this time of year, you're pretty much just fine-tuning things. When you take an injury like losing Sarah,
it's big.
You have to start getting new game plans, not just fine-tuning.
That's right.
I think that kind of bit us a little bit. Obviously, Sarah is a very important part to what we do here on both sides of the ball, right? So some of our versatility, some of our our hybrid players had to start to play in other positions, which was their secondary position. I always tell people it's like saying you got a great quarterback and you got to move him to the wide receiver.
Yeah.
Then you got to try to find a great quarterback, right?
Yeah.
So that was kind of our situation. But our players really did a good job of responding to it. Mm-hmm. We've been in every game that we've lost. We've had a chance to win every game that we've lost through this stretch. But, Sarah, we really miss her on both sides of the ball, and that was big for us. But I can really tell you, Tiana Thompson has stepped in and played amazing for us.
Well.
She's doing a great job. And Jayla off the bench, and you got Denham playing more minutes and KP playing more minutes. They've done an amazing job. It's nothing against them. It's just that when you miss a body in the rotation, man, it's tough.
Yeah, it's really tough. And we talked earlier about the back end of the season. Mm-hmm. You threw that Tennessee game in there. It made it a little bit tougher. Mm-hmm. But, I'm hearing a lot of coaches in the SEC talk about this back half.
Sure.
It's not just Ole Miss, it's everybody.
Absolutely.
And, that's something, I don't know, if something that they want to look into or whatever situation is, but I know that gauntlet that you guys went through was tough.
Yeah.
You talking, 5 games within 10 days?
Yes.
And then you turn around, just looking at the team, me personally as a sports person, not making any excuses, but I see a team that legs are just dead at the end of some ball games. And that's not an excuse for anything, but you got to look at the talent level in the SEC compared to a lot of other places. That's tough.
It is.
That's tough when you got 11 teams that are ranked in the top 25 and you got to play them the back half of the schedule.
Yeah.
Like I said, no excuses at all.
Absolutely not.
But at the same time, you as a coach, how do you even prepare for something that's that? How can I say it?
It's daunting, right?
Yeah, that daunting. How can you prepare
I always
for
call
that?
daunting task, right?
Yeah.
When you have something that you have to try to manufacture, it's so funny. I know you think about the word manufacture. It means making, right? So you got to try to make something happen with limited time,
Limited time, very limited time.
with a fatigue, with how can I say it? With short preparation time.
Yes.
It's tough, man. But at the end of the day, this is our conference, right?
Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it is what it is, right?
And you got to find a way with your roster, with your team. You got to find a way to get them to compete at the highest level.
Yes. Just let's talk a little bit about the SEC tournament. We did get that bye. Mm-hmm. We got that bye. That's really important.
It's huge.
Yeah, for the rest, the time to get some legs back and different things. If I'm not mistaken, you played Thursday, right?
Yes.
Thursday. So how do you prepare for that right now?
Well, the good thing about it is you get some time off.
Get some time off.
We get some time off our legs. We get to rest a little bit, and we can get a good prep. The issue with tournaments are everyone sits around in the offices and guess who you're going to play, and you don't know who you're going to play because there's still a game before, right? So you have to prepare for 2 teams going into this conference tournament. And then you have to try to look forward a little bit as well to kind of have your film ready, to kind of have your scouts ready, look back at old games. So there's a process to it, but the hard part is the first game.
It is
because you really don't know who you're going to play.
Right.
If you have that bye, there's an advantage in playing in the first day because you know exactly who you're playing.
Right.
playing in that second day, you don't know exactly who you're
You don't know
playing.
who you're playing,
right? So there is some things you got to do to kind of get ready for that. But I'd rather have the rest at this point in the season than have to try to win 4 or 5 games to win a championship.
And that's something that I know that is going to be important for you guys. You try to get that rest. How important will it be for to go into the SEC conference, win a few games, compete for the title, and looking forward to the NCAA tournament? Because the NCAA tournament, to me, might not be as tough as the SEC tournament.
Well, I think going into the NCAA tournament, the thing that you have that benefits everyone is the rest.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're gonna have a week rest, and then you're gonna figure out who you're gonna play. So you probably have between 5 to 7 days to really rest a little bit. And I think a lot of people don't take advantage of that time. I always take advantage of that time. I gave my players 3 or 4 days off, let them get away, decompress, come back with some joy, with some energy, and be ready to compete for a national championship. Everyone talks about winning national championships, but you can't win a national championship if you're not in the tournament.
Right.
So we're gonna have a chance to win a national championship. We're gonna be in the tournament. No matter what our seed is, we have an opportunity to win a national championship. So we're gonna relish that and be grateful and take advantage of that opportunity.
So how is Coach Yo right now? I mean, I've listened to her pressers and everything. She is the most upbeat person and the most positive person that I've seen in a while. I know a couple weeks ago when we was there, they asked her, like, how do you get ready for the next game? You got a game within 48 hours. And what impressed me was she said the first thing I got to do is I got to get up, I got to cook breakfast for my 2 girls. I got to make Daddy my coffee. And so those type things is what she brings to the team. And I see that in her team. I see why they play for her, if you understand what I'm saying. And, just to hear her talk about her day-to-day things with her family, the girls here and everything, I see where it come from. So, like right now, how much value do you feel like that she put on just the whole team, family-wise?
I think you hit all the points, man. You said it, man, because she said it, right?
Right,
it's from her mouth.
Yeah.
And when the media gets it, it's out there, right?
It's out there, man. It's out there.
She said it, man. It's like this time of year, your togetherness and you being cohesive
means a lot.
It means everything, right? Because everyone's tired. Everyone's been doing. It's like it really starts in June now.
Right.
When the players come back in summer school and they start working out, it really starts early in June. And I think that at this point of the year, it's going to be about do they like each other? Are they going to get along? Are there what's the main thing about it?
Right.
About winning, and the main thing about winning is having a team that plays hard, having a team that play for each other, and is all moving towards a common cause. And our commonness is just winning a national championship, and that's what we're focused on.
Well, Coach, like I say, it's you guys got some rest coming up, and then you don't know who you're going to play.
Sure.
But we're definitely going to be talking with you, and we're going to talk a little bit about maybe when y'all are in the tournament. We could probably do some Zoom stuff, man.
Absolutely,
and try to
let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going,
Yeah,
man. Let's
sure.
definitely do that. So you've been listening to Marcus Dent from the Coach Q's Court. This is Coach Q. See you next time.